Hey guys, let's talk about Quant and their partnerships and what that's going to mean or likely mean. Everything's speculative in this market in the near future. So in this video, I want to hit about some of their partnerships. Yes, I'm going to hit on some of the more well-known ones and some of the ones that are less known or just hasn't been talked about in a little while in terms of mass media. So if you've gotten into Quant more recently, some of these are very likely to be new to you. And if you've been in Quant for a while, it might just be good to get a little bit of a refresher. This video came from a couple people asking about, well, is Quant even really doing anything? And always a great question to ask somebody, right? Hey, that thing you invest on, is it worth something? To me, probably not. But regardless, that's the stuff I want to hit about in this video today. And as always, if you get something from this video, no financial advice, of course, but any value from entertainment or something that you liked an opinion, helped you out with your own research, please do press the like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me. But regardless, let's move forward. Let's talk a little bit about Quant and all the hands they've been shaking and what the hell it's going to mean. So when we talk about partnerships and collaborations with Quant, I got to talk about Oracle, right? It's one of the largest enterprise software providers out there. Quant has partnered up with Oracle to integrate the Overledger into their blockchain digital asset platform. Great. But what this actually means and why it's such a big deal is that enterprise customers using Oracle now has access directly to interoperable blockchain services powered by Quant. Right? So imagine hundreds of thousands of businesses suddenly able to leverage cross-chain solutions, and Quant sits right in the center of that connectivity. Makes the whole spider web based on Quant. So this is a huge aspect of it because enterprise adoption isn't just about price spikes. It's what the utility of Quant is, right? It's why one of the biggest FUDs I ever hear about Quant is, well, no one's buying it. They don't advertise to retail. There's no reason for them to advertise to retail. Retail's not going to use Quant, and they'd rather everyone else have the availability and use for it. But Oracle helps make this about a real utility, licenses, and long-term usage. Right? Oracle's enterprise footprint could dramatically accelerate Quant's adoption without any speculative hype versus if it was on its own. This was always a big deal, and it will be. One that I don't think gets as much attention is AX Trading for the interoperable digital assets exchange. So AX Trading Network, it focuses on regulated digital assets and security tokens. Right? Quant's Overledger allows these digital assets to move seamlessly, again, from blockchain to blockchain without confusing computer language to try to transfer everything back and forth. It helps regulated securities now benefit from multi-chain interoperability. And everything we love about Quant. It takes the middleman out because Overledger runs all of it. AX Trading Network is for institutional traders. Right? It allows them to connect directly and privately to source liquidity, especially for those hard to trade stocks. They can help selectively share order details unlike traditional exchanges or hidden dark pools. Right? So this acts as a secure, controlled environment where buy-side firms can find natural buyers and sellers and just makes the trade quality and everything over information better. But what does this mean? Because Quant doesn't do it trading, but Quant is positioned not just in the crypto space, but directly at the intersection of capital markets and blockchain technology. So for investors, it's a signal that Quant has enterprise-grade utility. And this is way beyond DeFi or retail adoption. So it's just another partnership that's been linked in, niched up, that says no, that Quant isn't theoretically able to do institutional enterprise. It is made set for it based off of Oracle's and ATS. It finishes as a functional product. Now, some of the ones, if you've been in a Quant for a while, I'm sure you know, and it's the big ones to me. It's what got me into Quant, which is the European payments and banking infrastructure and how closely tied they're into that. Right? The partnering with SIA, a major European payments and financial services network, supports hundreds of banks. Again, this helps connect everything together, which if you're going to be interoperable, it doesn't do a damn thing if you only got two connections. Right? This helps them with the Bank of International Settlements. They're connected to everything, either directly or indirectly through one passing. Right? By exploring this whole interoperability between SIA chain and Overledger, Quant is helping traditional banking systems. Where do you think money comes from? You do what the banks want, you help them out, you're a good guy to them. Right? It helps these banks with let their systems communicate with multiple blockchains and blockchain-like technology. Again, just this way, the whole banking government dream of CBDCs can become a reality. So in simple terms, your standard financial bank and institution could soon transact across different ledgers securely, efficiently, at scale, and no one's even really going to know. And that's another big part of crypto is when you can use crypto technology, at least right now, without people knowing it's crypto, it's almost a plus because as soon as you say crypto, you're going to get a reaction from people. Most people, it's a distrust one. So not like you, not like I think people should be trusting banks and governments, but they do more so than it. And Quant is right in there unknowingly to most people, and it's going to be the main backbone to all the payment processes. A smaller one that I've always liked is LCX. I'm not going to pronounce it. Good old little German exchange, but it's a regulated fintech and exchange in Liechtenstein, right? They partner with Quant to help bring interoperable services to their platform and even list Quant as a regulated exchange. And this just helps strengthen Quant's reach to compliant regulated markets, right? You want to be in with money makers and exchanges, even if they're not going to be your direct clientele, right? This is crucial for adoption in finance. Regulatory compliance often scares away other projects, but Quant's approach makes this enterprise-friendly and credible with all the different backing connections they have, which is why these partnerships matter so effing much. Pretty early on, Latin America, the LAC chain, right? Latin America set up their own regional blockchain alliance led by the Inter-American Development Bank. Awesome. Overledger has, I guess we can say will, help connect the Latin American networks, enabling cross-chain payments. Again, it's what they do, the interoperability thing, right? But no one else has really paid attention to certain countries and certain populations. And Quant was one of the first big ones to help set up things and to do a pilot with Latin America. And this brings in, okay, they're not the largest countries down there in terms of economics, but there's several of them. And it allows them to connect in with Europe much quicker and cheaper, which is going to help out their country's economies, which they're going to like that and just help support the use of Quant, as well as once they get the CBDCs finally rolling out in the next couple of years. Because anytime a crypto or a company can get a little regional footprint into a public sector like this, it's not just impactful for projects, it's not just for corporate finance, but helps build the resume. Having this in helps them go to things like the tokenized sterling. Getting that in is going to help out with other large projects. Start small, go big, never forget the smaller guys. Now, Alliance Block. This is one I kind of forgot about. Right? It's a platform focusing on tokenized finance and SME adoption. Right? Quant's Overledger allows Alliance Block projects to gain multi-chain operability. So this was a good benefit for Alliance Block. It helped expand what they're able to do. And this also means that tokenized assets and small business finance projects can now move across chain seamlessly. So this is a non-CBDC type of interoperability that I certainly don't talk about much. I don't feel like a lot of other people do, but it's something that we don't want to forget because Quant can do a lot more than just connect banks. It is our emphasis. But it's good to know that as great as I think Quant is, it's more than just a single chain or single use tool, right? It connects things. Done. Now, of course, I had to glass over real briefly again about government CBDC engagement. Right? I wasn't even going to put this in here because I think everyone knows about this, but I don't want to make that assumption, right? Though there are a lot more formal partnerships, Quant is involved in the central bank digital currency pilots, a crap ton of them. And there's only going to be more coming down the road, right? The public ones we know about other than LAC chain is the European Central Bank. Huge one. We're waiting to hear the finals of that, of when they choose which blockchain technology and other companies in tech is going to be used for it. I am expecting Quant to be fully announced as one. There are other competitors. It's possible they won't be, but I'm betting against that, obviously. Right? Again, the digital euro is going to be huge. The Bank of England with the digital pound and tokenized sterling, that is huge. Right? And it's only going to help propel other ones to join in as well, because it's going to be proven that it works, right? There's other crypto that can do similar things. I don't think they can do it as well, but they can be used and very likely effective in the real world. But Quant is ahead of everybody else in terms of being tested by the big guys. So when you get a project that has been proven to work with some of the largest economies out there, that builds trust for everyone else to hop into. Plus, all the technology is already done. Let's make sure this technology works. You already know it does, because some of the largest countries have already put in millions of dollars into it. So there are obviously a lot of quant partnerships. There are more, and there's been plenty of other pilots and tests that have been done in the past, which if you guys are curious, I'll gladly put together a video and just pull out like the resume that was for Quant of everything that they've done in the past, even projects that have kind of, they were piloted and they were done and we haven't heard anything else for it. I got no problems talking about those. Let me know if that's something that you're interested in. But we have everything from Oracle to AX Trading, SIA, LCX, LA Chain, Bank of International Settlements, blah, 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 blah. It's hard for me to think of Quant as just another blockchain project. I really do think that it's going to be a part of the future of finance. There'll be others too, right? It's not like just one crypto to rule them all. But I'm quite excited to see how it's going to go in the future. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I'll see you guys around. And until next time, peace.